Tim, talk to me about sort of ad units. I think this is one of the things that isn't really understood outside the world of advertising, that standardizing a way for an ad to appear is so important when it comes to online advertising.
Yeah, I mean, I think before we go to the advertising bit, it's useful to sort of understand exactly what Pinterest is. And it's an app that people use to design their life. So what am I going to eat for dinner tonight? What am I going to wear tomorrow? What do I want my hair to look like tomorrow night? What do I want to buy this weekend at the mall? Where do I want to travel this summer? So it's an app that people use to, as I said, design their life. And that's a great place to be if you're an advertiser, because when people come to the app, they're open-minded, they have intent. And as a result, when marketers are there, they see great returns.
I have no doubt. I think it's really an interesting business, because it is a business where people show intent, right?
Yes.
You're like Google, and unlike Facebook, it's where someone says, I have a peculiar interest in this sometimes peculiar thing. But again, to my point, sort of the notion of what an ad looks like. Is there a format that you guys are starting to figure out really works in Pinterest?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's content or promoted pins are our advertising unit, and the promoted pins that work well are the ones that resemble the organic content on the service. So the content on Pinterest that works well is content that reflects an idea. So an idea could be a picture of someone wearing a great outfit. An idea could be a picture of a meal, a recipe that someone cooks. And so the advertisers who have success have found that when they create ad creative that shows an idea, and again, that could be a vignette of a living room if they were trying to advertise a couch. It could be an ingredient, and they would show a full recipe. So that's the ad creative that works well with promoted pins, because that's what works with organic content on Pinterest.
What percentage of your advertising is brand related?
So, you know, I would say a pure brand in terms of, you know, they are here to drive awareness and awareness only. It's about a third of all advertising on the service. So you can imagine that a lot of the advertising that we see successful on Pinterest is the kind of advertising where they're actually looking for results. They're looking for new customers that then convert into customers that spend. And that's where we see the bulk of the advertising on Pinterest.
How are the ad units? How do they work? I mean, are they across, you know, really going after really big groups of people? Or are they going for sort of individuals under individual keywords?
So I would think of there are two types of ads. There are ads that show up in someone's home feed when they're browsing through ideas, and those are targeted to people based on things about the audience. So someone might target women who like surfing who live in Southern California. And then there's another kind of ad that can show up in search. There's a lot of search on Pinterest, because when people are designing their lives, they look for stuff, and one of the ways they can look is by browsing, and the other way they can look is by searching. And so we have another ad offering that shows up when people search. So if I search for chicken recipes, I might get an advertisement for, I could get an advertisement for chicken, I could get an advertising for adjacent things around that.